It is finally the time for me to talk about and provide you guys the best possible canyon lineup for KVK Season 2. So we're gonna make this video a little bit different. I'm gonna be providing or talking about 3 builds which you can do within this KVK Season 2. And those 3 builds is being Tier 1 and 2 and Tier 3 builds. Tier 1 is being the best and Tier 3 is being the worst out of those 3. And I'm also gonna talk about how you can achieve, because there's actually one sad news that you cannot achieve the tier 1 build. Just you can't. That's one sad news. All right, so let's first talk about the build that I was using in the KVK2, or I achieved, and this was my maximum possible achievement for this KVK2, which looks like this. I'm using Alexander the Great, and I'm also using Constantine. As you can see, I've dropped my Matilda and Scipio combo, and now instead I'm using the Richard the Martel on the off lane, and my DPS did not really change. My YSG Mehmet still there, the nuclear bomb pair, and then the Ethelflaed, and I put Kusanagi there. This build of mine is actually tier 2 build. It's not top tier, but it's tier 2 build. Build includes both the new commanders that comes with the KVK2, which is Constantine and Alexander the Great, but as you guys can notice that I do not have Saladin, so I'll show you. Oops. God damn, this new UI is different. I'm not used to it yet. Saladin is here. It's not maxed. It's not level 60. It's not 5551. The reason why is that I just do not have the resources to, pump him up. It's gonna be same for you, all of you, whoever playing from Season 1 to Season 2. You cannot just max out Constantine, Alexander, Saladin after you just maxed out the YSG. So it is very hard. Even it's gonna be very hard for Wales to max these 3 commanders, make Saladin 5551, expertise Alexander, and make Constantine at least 5511. All this is gonna be really hard. It might be achievable for Krakens. Where's my city? Here. It might be achievable for Krakens if they reach really high level early, and then they buy these legendary sculptures every single week, and maybe buy these EXP tomes every single week, and then they would be really active and kill all those guardians in the and get runes. God damn it, I don't like this zoom in and out of feature of this new PC version. So they kill this every time they spawn. It's just a lot of work and a lot of money. Now let's start talking about the top tier build. So what are these guys are using for their top tier? If we see their lineup, we can notice one pattern. They are all using Saladin with Ethelflaed. Saladin is one key component of tier 1, the best build, the best possible build for KVK2 Season 2. Saladin, they all use Saladin, they all use Constantine, and they all use, or some of them don't use Alexander, but mostly they use Alexander, and they still use Richard and Alex, and they still use Joan, or in this case both Joan of Arc and Mulan, or they just use one of them, and then they all use YSG with Mehmet. So here we also see Saladin is here, Alex is here, the nuclear bomb combo is here, Constantine is here, and this guy is using Edward. Not all of them are using Edward. Edward is like in and out in there. The third guy is same. Constantine, Richard, Saladin, Alexander with Sun Tzu. So the top tier build has to include Constantine, Alexander, Saladin with Ethelflaed, and also YSG with Mehmed, and Martel and Richard. You can mix and match, all sorts of types, but that's the main idea of the top tier, number one tier build. You cannot achieve this. You just cannot. Just like I mentioned, unless you're cracking and unless you're spending heck ton of gems, it is impossible to achieve this, because you're just not gonna have enough sculptures or enough these gold stars to actually make the Saladin to 6 stars and make him 551. So who can achieve this is players who migrated back to KVK Season 2. So as a competitive player on Canyon, no matter how hard I try, it is impossible for me to be the top. So that's sad news for us, but it's fine. So without Saladin, there comes the second tier build, which is the build that I'm using right now. You can actually achieve this, but it's hard. Reason is that Constantine is being MG commander, and not everyone is gonna have Constantine. You can get Alex from Wheel of Fortune, but Constantine is gonna be hard. The rest of the commanders you will already be having. For those who do not have Constantine or couldn't have Constantine, I am going to provide you guys tier 3 build that will guarantee you with this tier 3 build you can place 100 to 300 easy. And the build is, give me a second. Alright, I'm back. So tier 3 build will look like this. It doesn't have Constantine, and our Matilda and Scipio is back on the off lane. This tier 3 build includes Alex. That's the only difference from the KVK 1 build. The KVK 1 build had Sun Tzu and Kusunoki, but now I ditched the Kusunoki and put Sun Tzu with Ethelflaed, and I put Alex with Martel. And this is how the tier 3 build is gonna be looking, which can put you in the League A. And as a bonus, I saw one really interesting build, and I'm sure that guy is at the top 100. So give me a moment. This is gonna surprise you. So as you can see here, this guy is using Imhotep with Constantine. It's weird. Constantine is infantry commander, but Imhotep is archer commander. But he was using this kind of combo. The other guy was using Richard primary and Imhotep secondary in the front line, and I just couldn't beat that guy for some reason. I think that the power of Imhotep was there to matter, but I don't have enough data or enough comparison, that build is powerful or not. But it's an interesting idea of concept. Instead of I usually pair Ricardo with Joan of Arc, but that player paired Ricardo with Imhotep, and it still had Joan of Arc besides with Martel or Alex. And then it had, on the back line, it had the good old YSG and Ethelflaed and, Mehmed and stuff like that. This was the bonus interesting idea of concept build that uses Imhotep. If I can demonstrate the build will look like this. This was, kind of a general idea that I remembered with the interesting concept. So it's an interesting concept of idea which I did not have chance to actually test this, but I'll look into it maybe later, or maybe in KVK Season 3. I'm sure I'm gonna be I'm gonna lagging behind again and trying to climb back up and trying to build the the maximum possible lineup that's possible for me. So okay, that's it. In this video I have provided you guys 3 tiers of build with 1 bonus interesting idea. You can achieve tier 2, which I achieved, and it will land you rank 50 to 100 easy, but me being stupid I messed that up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. For more contents like this, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day and peace. Congrats this guy who attacked me, and dropped me down, kicked me out of top 100. So it's fine, no regrets, lessons learned. All right.